So friends, the last thing we are going to look at in this module is operators in Python. Okay, so we're going to look at different operators and their operands. We're going to look at the arithmetic operators and the comparison operators. So operators are special tokens that represent computations, okay, such as addition, multiplication, division. The values the operator uses are called operands. So if I'm saying 2 plus 2, 2 is what we call an operand, plus is what we call the operator, and the other 2 is what we call an operand. Most of Python's arithmetic operators, we have the plus for addition, minus for subtraction, forward slash for division, asterisk for multiplication, modulus for remainder, double asterisk for exponential, and double forward slash for integer division. We're going to see examples of all these arithmetic operators in action. But first of all, let's look at what we call operator precedence. And this simply is the order of operations, okay? The order of operations. So just like we have popularly what we call board maths in mathematics, board maths, which stands for bracket, order, division, multiplication, addition, subtraction. We also have what we call PEMDAS, okay? The P stands for parenthesis, okay, which is what we popularly call bracket, but in programming we refer to it as parenthesis. The E stands for exponentiation. Okay, exponentiation, just like order, to raise something to the power. The M stands for multiplication, the D stands for division, the A stands for addition, and the S stands for subtraction. Okay, so these are the major arithmetic operators in Python. So let's go to our VS Code, create a new file, call this file exercise. Now we're going to save the file as .py. Keep in mind, the reason why we're saving it as .py, the extension with .py is so that our computer will interpret it as a Python file. So I will go to my interpreter. Let me use the interpreted environment since I simply want to do some arithmetic operations. I will say Python, and once I click Python, it will go to the interpreted environment. Okay, so we can do various computations such as addition. So 3 plus 4 will give you 7. You have 4 minus 9 will give you minus 5. You have 2 multiplied by 7, that will give you 14. Then we also have the modulus. Now the modulus is a very interesting operator because it looks for the remainder after the integer division as a whole. So let's say 5 divided by 2 normally would give us 2.5. If I were using integer division, I would say 5 divided by 2, this will give us 2. But the modulo would look at the remainder. Okay, so 5 modulo 2 would actually return 1 because 2 would go into 5 2 times, remainder 1. So this modulus operator looks for the remainder. And the last one we are looking at is exponentiation. So if I said 7 raised to power 4, for example, okay, this will give us 2401. So now, taking operator precedence into consideration, if I make a statement like 78 times 5 times 4 raised to power 2, so what it's going to do first is that it's going to solve this exponentiation first before it solves the result of this exponentiation multiplied by 78. So this will give us that. But if I were to use a bracket or a parenthesis, for example, and I say 78 times 4 exponentiation 2, you see that the answer is different. Okay, so because what is in bracket will take priority, so this is just a PEMDAS, order of precedence. Now the next thing we're going to look at is comparison operators. And comparison operators are used to compare two values together. Okay, they compare two values together and give us a result of either true or false. Here we have some examples of comparison operators. We have the greater than, the less than, the equals to. Take note, equals to is denoted by double equal sign, okay, to check for equality. We also have the not equals to, which is simply an exclamation mark and equals to. We have the greater than or equals to, then we have the less than or equals to. We also have what we call assignment operators. Okay, and these assignment operators, we've already seen the normal equals to. So let's see some other assignment operators. So if, for instance, I create a variable, all that variable, assign 78 to that variable. If I want to increase that variable by 10, I will just simply say var plus equals to 10, and it will give me, if I call var is now 88. So what simply happens is that when I use plus equals to, I'm simply saying var is equals to var plus 10. Okay, and now this is going to give us 98. So the next time I call var, it's going to be 98. Okay, so this is what we call an incremental assignment. Okay, you can also do the same thing for decrement, for decreasing the value. So if I say var minus equals to 10 and I run it, you will see that the value of var will change. Okay, the value of var will change. If I say var now goes back to 88. Okay, then the comparison operators, we saw 9. If I say 9 is greater than 3, for example, this will return true because 9 is greater than 3. If I say 9 is equals to 9, this will return true because 9 is equals to 9. But if I were to say 9 is not equals to 9, this will give me false because 9 is equals to 9. But if I say, let me use strings now. If I say horse is not equals to zebra, this will return true, okay, because horse is not equals to zebra. So thank you very much for joining me. We'll meet again in our next class. Have a nice one.